Hi guys, it's Lorraine Hughes here at Crafting Possibilities, and I have been noticing this little ability that I've got lately of perhaps what would I have misidentified like in previous times as misreading a word and going into a lot of wrongness about it. But I've just had this massive awareness just like in the last 5-10 minutes of going, what if it's not misreading that word? What if it's actually maybe a little whisper of inspiration, or maybe it's a message that I really possibly should look further into? And the thing that sparked this is Kim Cooper was talking about um, doing following her inspiration. Sorry, I spaced for a second. um, and how she was doing something else and was like sort of, it's almost like this book in her bookshelf that she just unpacked. It sort of like was like going, hey, read me, read me, read me. And so she started reading it, and what popped up is this story of Keith Johnston, who is a teacher, and he was given the students that nobody else wanted to teach. And his quote that she took from the book was, I began to think of children not as immature adults, but as of adults as atrophied children. And that sort of led her on to talking about her artistic friends who work with adults who are trying to reignite their creativity. But the funny thing is, I didn't read artistic, I read autistic. And that then led me on to going, huh? What's that about? And so I was like, okay, do I actually get what the word atrophy means? And so this, my friends, is a dictionary. And atrophy, for those of us who don't know, because I wasn't 100% clear, is a wasting away of a physical organ or part, or failure to grow. And it's like, how many, and I also looked online, and it was also talking about being stifled and basically uh, sort of like abused almost. And I was like, wow, no wonder I read the word autistic instead of artistic, because it really got me thinking, like pondering and asking questions around how often are autistic or children on the spectrum um, atrophied for being them, stifled, that are not celebrated, that are tried to push down, pushed into a box, pushed whatever, and how often are we as humanoids also atrophied? Our wonderful, creative, bouncy, delicious selves that doesn't fit into somebody else's little limited world. How is that? How are we atrophied? Like, how many different ways are we atrophied by the adults around us? So, all the spaces and places and lifetimes, dimensions, realities, and non realities where we've ever been atrophied or been the perpetrator of atrophy on others. Let's destroy and uncreate all of that right now. Hmm. Alrighty. Well, that's my little sharing for today. I don't know if it's going to do anything in the world, but that's my little inspiration, baby. Go out there and create some magic, honey. Alrighty. Have some fun, guys, and celebrate every little part of you that might be weird, different, wonderful, creative, fun, light. And even if it has absolutely no relevance to anybody else's box, celebrate that. Celebrate the fact that you are so so beautifully, wonderfully different. Okay? I adore you, and I will talk to you again another